But yes, so before the mentorship, I was feeling really lost and not sure of where to go or what to do, what I was really like looking for. But I knew that I wanted guidance and a little bit more of what you had been offering. It just felt like the direction for me to go, and it was felt really scary. But like, yeah, know the word that I would say, but I did, because I don't want to say that I was lost, but I didn't know the direction which I was going, but I knew that I felt pulled somewhere, and that you seemed to have that code. It's been really beautiful to watch my relationship to my inner world like developed and evolve, and just this beautiful like, sweetness that I have for myself now, like this, I would say it's self-respect and self-esteem, which has been growing, and it's just from tuning in and being guided to do that, and to feel the divine support as well. So I would say that I definitely feel stronger in my being. I feel, even though I can get like really like frazzled by things that are patterns in my life still, today even, like I can realign very quickly and be very sure of no, this is who I am, and to know that I am in my highest, what's the word? I'm still supported by love and light, and I'm still kind, and I'm still exactly who I am, but I'm just a little bit more of that, and I get to share that. So as we're nearing the end, I do feel grief that I won't like have this, like I will have it, but not in the same active way where I'm like in the middle of it. So it has definitely felt like I'm under construction. Um, but it's beautiful to see how it's piecing together. And like every week has been perfectly aligned to whatever I'm going through and perfectly supportive in some way, different all the time, just like any meditation is. Like anytime I dive back in, it's like, wow, there's more information there. So it's been really cool um, to activate and nurture my like intuitive skills, which have just, I feel like, flourished, you know. So that's been fun. Oh my God, like tremendously. And I'm excited to find out more as I get older. Like I almost have this knowing that as I get older, it's just going to continue to ground. It's completely changed and evolved from the beginning, because it felt like a fantasy, something that I wanted to live up to in the beginning, like something that I couldn't really understand how it was going to unfold or how I could totally claim it. And as I've walked the path with you women, and being able to like bounce off of you both, and to be supported and to tune into myself, I've become more confident in my gifts and my soul gifts, and excited that there's more for sure that are coming and being revealed to myself. And like, I love this feeling that like, I'm not like a stuck being, like I'm a growing, evolving piece of artwork, like I was gonna say masterpiece, this, you know, and my sovereignty. Um, this I feel like is, I don't know the word, it's not like solidifying for me, but becoming more of like a reality, a real thing, not just like a fantasy, when I was meditating, having this beautiful facial done and tuning into my body, and I was like, I'm going to tune in to my sovereign being. And it just felt so strong. It was like, this is who I am. Like this, I am not my body. I am not my body. I am this perfect, beautiful, evolving being. And it just felt precious to me. And so that was the soul gifts and my sovereignty. And I'm forgetting the other word.
Priestess path and purpose.
Priestess path and purpose. Yes, that's something that I'm still in relationship with and unfolding. Yeah. Claiming my place in the world, my place in community, like how to support other people. That's the most beautiful thing that's come out of me supporting myself in this way by taking this mentorship is how I've been able to hold space for the people I've already been holding space for, but in a much more powerful, much more effective, much more loving way, that benefits everybody involved. This is, I think, the heart of the mentorship. Really, is what you would say would be like the masculine and the feminine union. And so, like, the words for me, when I think about anxiety, I think about leaking the energy, right? It's like leaking. And what you teach is containment, and not in a way that it keeps it within, but in a way that you can harness the power of your own innate majesty ultimately. And then you don't feel like your identity is the body, but you get to fully embrace it. And like, that's a journey, and it's scary and it's intimidating and it can be totally vulnerable, but absolutely a pleasure. And it's, it's hard to put into words because it's still shifting and operating. But I think that in a lot of ways, the biggest shift for me is recognizing and calling on the divine support that is around me and here for me all the time, and like really feeling loved, like truly feeling loved, and allowing that to be enough. Like, I am loved no matter what, and I'm supported in this no matter what. And it creates this like curiosity about the chaos, or like what's going on. Like, this obviously isn't the end of the story. What is to come? Like, what's going to come from this? That type of thing. So I would say that's a big shift for me is tuning into the support that's here for me. When I think before, I like knew it was there, but as a concept, not as an experience. Yeah, that would be the shift. The really big aha moments right in the beginning, which is funny because I just thought of it the other day, and it was something so big, and yet when it was over, I just kind of let it go, was in one of the beginning meditations or exercises. I don't know what to call it, but in one of the beginning exercises, there was something about unlocking something in the body. And I went through a visualization of releasing a traumatic experience that had happened to me when going through a medical issue having to do with my liver. And my hands became extremely red. I had this, and they were like plum purple red, and that had never happened before, but I felt something release in the meditation. And then that happened and only lasted for about 30 minutes. And of course, Google told me this could happen if you have this particular condition, which is something that I had gone through already in the past, but still had held on to emotionally. So that was huge for me. Like, something is happening energetically, and my body physically knew it. And that had never happened to me before while suffering from the condition. A lot of the temple experiences, like going into the temple ceremonies, those were really aha moments for me because they were full of color and symbolism and like divine support. So I could think of two right now off the top of my head. So, and they didn't even happen during the mentorship, but happened in other areas, obviously. But like having a rose appear in my meditation was just such a beautiful thing for me. Like, it was just so soft and loving and nurturing, and to have that experience of like the infinitely blooming rose that was just like beautiful and pink and yellow, and then to have like this dust just this dust come from the rose and go out and expand and heal the world. And it was just watching it was the meditation, just having that appear, and then putting that into the portal space and having your response back to that. It was just like so affirming and validating and exciting for me that you were excited about it, and that there was something here that even you were exploring in your own, life. That was exciting for me. And then another thing that happened was when I was exploring baptism for myself, and I did an experience with your cacao ceremony, and Mother Cacao baptized me. Yeah, in cacao, like baptized me. And so when I had asked a question later on in meditation, like, what about meditation? What about baptism? Mother Cacao said, we already did that. Don't you remember? We already did that. That already happened. It is a dream. It is a gift. It's absolutely a pleasure. I'm so happy, so excited, and like I'm so grateful that I've done this for myself. What it's like is having like a big sister, because you're just so supportive and easy to talk to, and I'm not afraid to mention any of the deep dark things inside of me, or the struggles that I'm going through, or like the things that I'm hitting a wall or anything like that. I'm not afraid to mention it to you, because you never shame me, you never insult me, you never take what I'm saying and tell me how I need to do better. You always kind of see right to the heart of the issue, and then you reflect back to me something so heartfelt and sometimes very personal, that just kind of brings out something that I didn't see. You move the energy in such a beautiful way that it just kind of, I don't want to say fixes itself, but like it moves in such a way that, oh my God, I can evolve from this. Like, I don't need to be stuck here in this identity of how I'm unworthy. Like, you don't even speak on it. You just move right past it and you see me. And it's just something that I've never experienced before. And it's such a treat. Well, if somebody's thinking about joining Sovereign Priestess Activation, and they are ripe and ready, and I say, do it. Like, do it. Don't turn back. Like, make this investment, because it's going to support you for the rest of your life. And you have nothing to lose and everything to gain. The temple spaces, I would say, is like top. That was just such a treat, so special to me, and it helped me to relate to my body differently, my energetic temple spaces, the inner workings of me, like multidimensionally. Like, I just feel more connected and more in tune with who I'm here to be. I would say I like that it shifted every month, that it went from one to the other. I always had this feeling like, oh, I wish I could stay a little longer, but I love that I can go in and do it myself. That's really great to be able to have access to all of the information. I would say the ceremonies were my favorite. Yeah. It felt very sacred, and it felt like, even though there was at that point in time, like we're going through a ceremony and we're in our own quiet time and space, it felt like a bonding experience with you too. It just felt like, oh wow, we're initiating. And I do feel like I can do that with other people. That's come up in my offering, and how I see myself working with other people. And even in the honoring of the elements, like before that was like a concept to me, but doing this like really embodied it and grounded it for me, to connect with the crystals, to anoint the crystals was so beautiful. Even prayer, just I feel a lot more comfortable with prayer. I'm just feeling so grateful that you offered it and that I heard it at the time that I did. I'm so grateful that I did this for myself, that I signed up for it, that I invested in it, that that I opened myself up to it. I feel more connected as a woman. I feel more connected to my femininity. I have more women friends, which is something that has really come from this. I totally feel that that's the case. And it feels very playful to me. Like it didn't seem like hard work at all. I made the intention, the universe opened up, and it's just happened. And I'm loving it. Like I had a friend drop off sourdough and magnesium and a golden paste for inflammation because I hurt my shoulder, and she just dropped it off at my doorstep, and this is so lovely. I love it. A friend of mine who's an astrologer texts me all the time about my chart and tells me now's a good time for you to make intentions. Like, you know, I just feel I feel this connection with women that I can't really put words to, but it feels very powerful. It feels very beautiful. It's that feeling that I felt that first time that we talked, where you were like, I don't know what the word is, but that first time that we spoke before signing up for Sovereign Priest, like just seeing if this was the right thing for me. And I could feel this energetic activation that just felt really like, I want to say sexy, but I'm not sure that's the word. Magnetic, on fire, and turned on.